Hi, it's Stacy from Proven Winners Color Choice Shrubs and the Gardening Simplified Show. I get so many questions every winter on this plant, smokebush. This is Winecraft Black Smokebush, but this is true of any smokebush that you have. This is a question we get asked about every winter, and the reason why is because this crazy looking branching becomes really apparent when all of the foliage is off. This plant just naturally has a wacky growth habit. It has nothing to do with you, it's just how the plant grows. It's a member of the Anacardiaceae, which is actually the same family as poison ivy, as cashews, of sumac. It's not poisonous, so don't worry. And it just does this crazy thing. So as you can see, it will put out these super long, very straight shoots with a lot of buds condensed along them. And it will also do what I call fireworks shoots, where you have a bunch of this clustered growth really close together. And a lot of people will say, is this something I did? Did I prune it wrong? Did I grow it wrong? Did it get damaged? And the answer is no, this is just how this plant grows. So if you want to prune it, especially now when you're seeing it and saying, hey, this looks really weird, what do I do? It is perfectly fine to go ahead and shorten these long branches. Now bear in mind that wherever you cut them, the bud below them is where the next branching is going to start, and it's going to look like this firework branching. So decide where you're going to cut them based on where you want that branching to occur. You might want it to be pretty high up, you might want it to be pretty low down. It's going to depend on the overall look you're going for on your plant. With this firework branching, don't even worry about it. You don't have to do anything with it. And come summer, you won't even notice it. It'll be covered in foliage and flowers, and it won't make any difference at all. Another thing I do want to mention here, especially when it comes to pruning smokebush, is that if you buy a mail order smokebush, so one of the small quart-sized plants that you would get from a mail order nursery, you're going to need to do a lot of pruning on it to get it to break out of this crazy habit. We have a listener to our radio show who wrote us and said, hey, I planted these quarts, look what they're doing. And as you can see in this picture, they got to be about 4 to 5 feet tall, straight up and down. And that's not what she wanted. She wanted a well-branched plant. So what she's going to do is go ahead and cut those down to wherever she wants that branching to start. That's a decision that you can make for yourself. It's very easy to do, and then you cut just above those buds, and then later in the season it will branch out and have foliage on it and you won't even notice. I recently got a message from another gardener in Ohio who was wondering what he should do because his plant, as you can see in this picture, had a combination of fireworks branching and these really long skinny branches at the top. So what I recommended to him was that he simply cut these branches down, again, to wherever he wanted that branching to start. And then that will cause more fireworks branching. And as weird as that looks right now, again, it will look perfectly fine in the summer. Smokebush is a plant that can take that pruning. In fact, you need to get that pruning in, especially if you have a younger plant. So you don't need to worry about messing it up. It does bloom on old wood, which means that right now in late February, this plant already has its flower buds for the 2024 summer season. But if you have to remove them to do your pruning, it still has fabulous foliage, so you're not going to miss out on a great show. As always, if you have any questions, you can reach out to us anytime right here on this YouTube video or by going to provenwinnerscolorchoice.com. Thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos on Proven Winners Color Choice Shrubs.